Alright folks, I am back, welcome to the playthrough, and we currently are supposed to go to this said war council right here. I am tempted to go and explore the place a bit more, but yeah. You know what? Let's go outside. Let's explore a little bit before we do anything else. I don't want to continue the main quest, and because that's probably going to change some things here. Alright, what can we see? Hey, the mysterious merchant! Do you still have the exact same inventory as before? No, he doesn't, because he has this stuff. Whoa. A poisoned Zerrikanian saber, which is definitely better than my sword. We also have a robust blue meteorite sword. Damage 29 to 33, damage bonus on signs plus 7. And a robust yellow meteorite sword. So these are silver swords, huh? Adrenaline generation on hitting foe, plus 2. Okay, I bet we can craft these ourselves later on, too. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. We also have the Armor of Bernard. Vitality 40, it has a huge armor rating of 16. And then has decent resistances. So, as far as straight armor goes, it's better than what we've got. But it has one less slot. And it also has worse resistances. And it looks like that's about it. Yeah, and he sells these runes. They're crazy expensive. Well, not that much, actually. I was looking at the orns over here. But that's the price for 3 of them. The price for 1 of them is down here. It's not that bad. It might actually be easier to just buy these than it is to craft them. Alright, well, I will keep in mind that these are here, and we may come back for them later. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Is this also... No, that's a steel sword. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'll keep in mind that he's here. Wait, don't leave. Yeah, stay right there, where I know where to find you. Let's just take a look around.
Give us a kiss.
No, I'm not giving you a kiss. Can't go in here. Alright. What's up here? Sorry, I had to move my mouse.
Hello, Win.
Hello.
Go bump your woman.
No, I'm not gonna go bump my woman. I have to find her first. She's missing. This is cool. So, comparing Dwarven architecture to Elven architecture, it's about what you would expect. The Dwarven architecture is very square, very blocky, whereas Elven is very curved and also elicits kind of like a nature-esque feel. Whereas these are almost meant to look very, very, like, man-made. Well, Dwarven-made. Alright, what are we gonna find over here? We can go in here. We got some timber. Alright. So this is the prison. And we can't go into the prison, go figure. There doesn't seem to be a purpose to it yet, but I bet there will be later on. I'm sure it'll like tie into some quest.
There goes the PC.
The Human Enclave.
More strangers.
So, when we were in Flotsam, there was like a little non-human district. I guess this is like
Greetings.
the human area. So what are we gonna find in here? I want to zap my medallion in a second. Alright, ooh, we got Scleroderm. And we got some iron ore. That's really good. Can I get this? Let me get this bag. Dang it. Alright, some twine. Get all the timber. I actually have a lot of timber. What I'm missing, like to craft daggers, I need timber and iron ore seems to be the more rare resource. We are getting some here. Can't get anything from there.
face, eyes. Greetings!
It's a waste of
Alright.
words.
Can't talk to any of these guys. The same creepy girl model from Flotsam. Two Brionia. Oh, right, because I got the Harvester ability. That's nice. I like it.
Greetings, colleague. I'm Urso, rat catcher. Traps of all sorts, for mice and for trolls, at a special discount for witches.
A trap merchant. Oh, awesome. Yeah, man, let's trade. What do you got? So he sells a number of cool traps. Does he sell a diagram for a harpy trap? Oh, hell yeah. It requires silver ore. Interesting. I'm gonna buy it, though. So silver ore. We need silver ore for the harpy trap. He doesn't sell silver ore. He has a few lures. And he does sell some of the traps themselves. Okay, cool. Alright, let me catch up with Kerr. So we were talking about this mouse. And he bought like an A4 Tech mouse. Let's see. I was just trying to inquire why he didn't like it. The feel of the mouse is fine except for the mouse wheel. That feels like it's about to give up. The optical sensor is about what you can expect in every mouse in this price category, but what you really absolutely hate is the software. All the reprogrammed buttons you have will from time to time reset, and you have to open their software and save them up again. Every time you would open the software, it would show up a window saying, "The program has opened," and then nothing would happen. You do this, you do this again. Yeah, that sounds frustrating. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. Hello, everyone. I am here to rob you blind.
Where are you headed?
Nothing new.
You guys got no problem with this? Okay. It's nice to do some looting again. It's been a while. It's been a while since I did some hardcore looting. Get some oil. We're getting, ooh, red meteorite ore. That's nice. Is that everything? Yeah, we can't go back there. Alright. Let's keep moving. We got a new trap. That's nice. However, it requires silver ore, and that is pretty rare. Whoa. Is that the Mother Creatrix that I hear referenced a lot? I don't know, but pretty crazy. Looks like a typical fertility goddess. Where did I come from? I came from over there or something. I came from up there, so... Ooh, Dwarven Enhancement. I'll take it. Alright, I'll take that. Thank you. 40 orens. There's that lady again. Alright, let's start checking doors here. You first. Whoa. This must be the temple. Oh, something's happening.
You missed quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity
shoot,
to
this
slay
is the
a
War
monarch.
Council.
There was a struggle, and the prince was wounded.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
Good question.
In theory, yes. But I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Is there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally dangerous. In addition, we need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, milady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pfft. More scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well,
How many?
we dwarves are near 200. But don't judge us by our number.
1,500 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords?
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5 to 1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many. But we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Oh, archers,
For
you
a
say?
regiment of heavy arbalists from Lyria.
We have something better. Yorvith's elves. Scoia'tael.
And he makes his entrance. This is cool.
Gentlemen, I give you Yorvith.
What do you seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers, here they are. I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves. But even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon. He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Yorvith came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf. Treason runs in his veins.
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations. First, however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Yorvith to sit at the same table as we do. I want him to kill Cadweni for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Yorvith stays.
Bloody hell. Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye.
Nay, you killed my men, elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwin's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
That was kind of heartwarming, actually. No! No! It's poisoned. Aw, damn it.
Poison! She's dying.
So do
Take
something.
her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
Whoa, things took a turn. I liked that scene with everybody rallying behind and Yorvith being accepted. It was
Cease
heartwarming.
casting spells.
Saskia, is she alive?
In a manner of speaking. I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
Oh, yikes. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Alright, what are you saying about the mouse? So the mouse has 7 buttons, but for some reason you can only program 6 of those. You obviously want to keep your left and right click, so that makes 4. If their software wasn't so trash, there could be 5. And they don't have good marketing. They sell more versions, you know, of the V2 and the V3. You have the V3. The higher the V number, the more of their shitty software is unlocked, and they charge more for it. That is just ridiculous. So you get more of the software that doesn't even work. Congratulations. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's ask about this poison, shall we?
Do you know the poison?
Thaumadour, commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An
Mage
antidote
pain.
must exist.
For some reason that made me think of, like, what if it was meant for Philippa? Oh, another thing. When they talked about the elves being made to live on reservations, I think it came up earlier in this game as well, it really makes me think of the plight of the Native Americans in our country. How they were exploited and their land was taken from them as the United States was, you know, expanding throughout the land. Not just us, but, you know, all of the colonies, British, French, whatever. Any of the Europeans that originally came over. And what ended up happening is the same thing. They all were put into reservations and shuffled off into these really crappy parts of the country that no one else wanted. And the rest of it was kept for us. And so, yeah, it's a bummer. Unfortunately, Native Americans never had the technology or the numbers to ever stand up for themselves. All they could do was just, you know, accept it. But luckily, the elves do have the technology and the numbers to do something about it.
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use Letho right now.
Alright. We could use Letho. Why is he saying that? We could use Letho right now.
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
Oh, because of the king's
You
blood. I get
misunderstood
it.
me. It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. Kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great. I shall employ self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood.
No, I shall inject it directly into her heart.
This is an interesting concept. So apparently, because of this phenomenon where royalty sticks with royalty, you know, one royal family marries with another, they also have the benefits of mages and, like, you know, knowing ones, helping them to get stronger, be more resilient. There's a separate royal bloodline where these humans are actually more resilient and stronger than normal people. The royal bloodline, these people actually are straight up physiologically better than common folk. This is not just some sort of, like, you know, abstract concept. It's just a fact. And that's really crazy to me. And apparently, even though Saskia is not royal born, through genetic therapy, we can actually make her physiologically royal born to help her fight the poison.
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the immortelle, and
Hey,
an
I know
elven
that.
rose of remembrance.
Oh, I've got that. Wait, Triss has it? Shoot, I forgot I gave it to Triss.
Where will we find immortelles?
They grow deep beneath the earth, which should not be a problem as Vergen lies on top of a mine.
Which is
How
closed.
will they help Saskia?
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The Immortel will help restore them.
A Wreath of Immortals was part of a quest in Chapter 4 of the first game, is why I was like, oh, I know that.
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect,
Times have changed.
as have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find.
Kremir's saying, in fact, ancient royal families had the weakest genetics because of all the incest. Yeah, that's our reality, unfortunately. Alright, what else do you need?
What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thaumadour is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells.
It sounds like
To
cancer.
interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power. A water or air genie, or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
One to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Lord of the Rings reference! Holy
And then
hell!
I'll have to run barefooted to the top of a volcano.
All right, all right. Let's forget
Oh.
the rings. I need a vast quantity of the power, no matter the source. Find something.
An immortel, a rose of remembrance, royal blood and magic sounds like a fairy tale.
And a poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things
All
off.
the references.
I wish
This
it
is
were
great.
a fairy tale,
So great.
especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable. May I count on your help, Geralt?
Happy ending.
What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then we'll consider how best to send the spectres to their rest. Actually, you could tend to that yourself. Ask the locals about the battle. Maybe you'll learn something.
In that case, I shall search for the poisoner.
Okay, that sounds good, Yorvith. Oh, I can't believe they had that really nice Lord of the Rings
Only
reference in
Philippa
there.
Eilhart
Especially
can
since,
enter.
of course, the world of The Witcher has clearly, you know, been inspired by Tolkien's works. A dwarven axe and then dual blade. And I got another level. Alright. Can I go in here, guys? No? Really? Alright, we've got a lot of updates. I think I'd like to finish exploring the area first, and then we'll check out my quest log. It's a lot harder to find my way around here than it was in Flotsam. This place is a maze. Like, look at this. Where am I? Huh? What was his name? Rolf Johnson? Find Zoltan at the inn. Alright, okay, sure. Let's catch up on things. Good lord, there's a lot of stuff to do. Find Zoltan at the inn. Subterranean life. To call Philippa Eilhart a healer is like calling a drowner an advertiser of swimming. Nonetheless, Philippa was a sorceress, a powerful one at that. Though healing was not her specialty, she could help to poison Saskia. To create a cure, she needed special ingredients, a dwarven immortal among them. Geralt started the search with asking one of his dwarven friends staying in Vergen. Zoltan, for he was said friend, tarried in the local inn. We actually have a quest about, no, it's not a quest. It was like a notice talking about the mine being closed for whatever reason. I'm sure there's like a bunch of monsters in there we're going to have to fight. Hunting magic. Having been poisoned during the council meeting, Saskia was dying, and nearly everyone who supported her cause now prayed for her health. I almost said death. Freudian slip, maybe. Among her allies, however, were those who did not believe in gods, or at least in divine intervention. Lady Eilhart, the kind of woman who rolled up her sleeves and started casting spells when things got tough, fit this description. So when Geralt learned that a magical artifact was one of the ingredients for the Dragon Slayer's cure, he reasoned that Philippa would be the ideal consultant. Therefore, he decided to have a chat with her at her house. Talk to Philippa at her home. Royal blood. It's a shame Philippa didn't demand a crocodile's tears and a sorceress's smile as ingredients of the antidote for Saskia. I believe the Witcher would have had an easier time obtaining either of those. As it was, he had to acquire some royal blood. Literally. There were only 2 potential donors in the area, Henselt and Stennis. Well, Stennis is going to be easy, so no problem. Further reading will tell you that Geralt accomplished a lot in Aedirn. He fought wars, killed monsters, obstructed kings, and caused unhealthy arousal in sorceresses. Is there an unhealthy arousal? I don't think so. You have to keep in mind, however, that his priority was finding Triss. Sorceresses, as all other women do, keep in packs. Thus, in his search, Geralt headed for Philippa Eilhart's house. Unhealthy arousal, however, was out of the question in this case. Jeez. The Eternal Battle. In the world of wraiths, only those relics the ghost had a connection to in life have any meaning. After conferring with Philippa Eilhart, Geralt ascertained that he would need items symbolizing ideas linked to war, specifically objects representing hatred, courage, faith, and death. So is that 4 things for each of those words? The Witcher thus embarked on a search for the Dun Banner's standard, believed to be the symbol of death, and for a sword that had belonged to the infamous commander named Vandergrift, purported to symbolize hatred. The sorceress promised to find a medallion symbolizing faith in a fragment of a suit of armor that had belonged to the brave Selkirk. I think this is a spoiler. I did not know any of this stuff that it's talking about. I think that you're not supposed to know this until after you talk to Philippa, would be my guess, so that's kind of a bummer that I read it. A matter of life and death. As you already know, Saskia, known to those who loved her as the Virgin of Aedirn, and to those close to King Seltalt as the insolent wench, had been poisoned. There are numerous stories about how the Witcher cured the girl, how he climbed a glass mountain and placed a healing kiss on her carmine lips. Well, none of those are true. Several unusual ingredients were needed to prepare the antidote, that is, a rose of remembrance, a dragon's dream, an immortelle, and royal blood. The Witcher began his search for these ingredients. Okay, speaking of her being poisoned, it's more likely that the person who poisoned her were one of the people that are in the inner circle. I don't think it would be easy for Henselt to get an assassin or somebody in here to poison her. It's more likely someone who is sitting at that table with us. You know, Occam's razor, or whatever it's called. I don't remember the actual term, but usually the simplest answer or explanation is the correct one. I don't know how it goes. I totally screwed up that colloquialism. But anyway, I'm thinking it was Stennis. I'm calling it now. Stennis poisoned her. He stands the most to gain. If she's gone, then he can rally everybody behind him instead of Saskia. And he's probably pissed that she's even being considered, given the fact that he is of royal blood and she is not. So I'm thinking, yeah, Stennis is the one that poisoned Saskia, and nothing else. I mean, it's either that or it was some unknown assassin, but it makes for a better story if Stennis did it, so I'm thinking Stennis. Alright. Ooh, we found some sort of, storeroom. Some more cloth. Oh. A loud noise. I hope I have room to carry all this stuff. Oh, we're getting full. Alright, let's see what's at the other side of the stairs here. Because we had a way to go down, but we also have a way to go up. It's just a door, huh? Oh, exploring this place is gonna be nuts. Where am I? Let me look at the map. Does the map help me at all? Whoa! It's huge. This is crazy. Alright, so there's the mine. That's good to know. Well, I assume it's the mine. It might not be. It might just be a tunnel. Oh, an elven messer?
No snobs.
I gotta be really close to over-encumbered now. Elven messer. Oh, it looks really nice. I think this is the sword that's that Yorvith is using. I was just reading Kremir's comment, and it started with, about the incest. Okay, so what is this gonna be? The Habsburg family, they ruled the Middle Europe in medieval times. They had all malformed jaw. One guy from that family had a jaw so malformed that when his mouth was closed, his lips wouldn't even touch because his lower jaw was so much set to the front. So they had a massive incest-born underbite. That is nuts. Hey, it's you can't even pretend to be part of that family. The proof is in the jaw. Jeez. That's pretty interesting. Alright, guys. Oh, we got some diamond dust. I like that. Alright, pretty soon I'm going to have to go back to the inn and store a lot of this stuff. I'm getting close to my maximum here. How close? Really close. Let's try talking to some of these guys here.
Look at that, friends. Geralt of Rivia. Coincidences do happen.
Greetings.
You don't know me.
Don't you point
but
your
I
finger at
know
me.
You. I'm an employee of the Vivaldis Bank, and on business here. I'm to check up on the local mine's profitability.
Vivaldi doing all right?
Full of beans. And as per the instructions given to each of the bank's agents, I hasten to inform you that you have unlimited credit.
What?
I could use a loan about now.
Give me
Sure
all the
thing.
money.
However, my means are limited. I can offer you the standard short-term loan for those working in high-risk professions. Will that do you?
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, Vivaldi knows me personally.
I'm sure Vivaldi wouldn't mind if I borrowed a bit more than that.
It's nearly all I've got on me, but I'll manage somehow. I think I've...
How much did I get? It doesn't say? How much did I get? Oh. It was only like 200 orns, that's it. Really?
Godspeed, Witcher.
Well, that sucks. That wasn't much money at all. I wonder if it bugged or something. I didn't get any money. But they got to roll. I guess it was worth it. Yeah, I guess so.
I never finished telling you about the canary.
Did he really...
Godspeed, Witcher.
Did he really give me any money? I don't think that he did. Maybe he just gave me this iron ring. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of cheated there. I was expecting like 1,000 orns or something like that.
You associate with
Give us a
sorcerers.
kiss!
I heard one of them... Give us a kiss. I heard one of them say the canary's dead. You know, like the canary in the mine kind of thing.
Nothing good in store for us. Nothing good.
Alright, what do we got in here? Oh, it's locked. That's my first locked door.
That's a witcher,
I came
not a
from
human.
there. Can I loot this stuff? No? And then there's more stuff up here. Alright, before I go too crazy running around, I need to go back to the inn and store a few things. Maybe even sell a few things. Wow, this place looks great. I kind of want to go around with no HUD for a little bit, actually. Alright, so this is where we were before, where we went into the council chambers. Can I go in here again? Yes, I can. Alright, now we can take a look around. Anything to loot? I was gonna say this is like a round table, but it's not. It actually has a number of sides. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So what's that called? I know a decagon is 10 sides. Yeah, I don't know. I never learned in school above decagon. I don't know what prefix that's going to be. But it is a six-sided polygon. All right, let's get out of here. There's nothing interesting. Just wait till you get out of the side town. The side town? This place is massive. Oh, I've already looted this chest, haven't I? Okay, let's go in here then. Wait, I want to touch my... Yeah, there we go. Medallion is what I was going to say. 22 orns. I like orns. They don't weigh anything. What's this? Matthias Foster performed 180% of his quota. What have you done to fulfill the plan? All the propaganda is so great. Dodecagon is a 12-sided polygon. Am I saying that right? Dodecagon? Thanks, Premier. I learned something. Is this Stennis over here? Is that who I'm looking at? Hey, Stennis. It is Stennis. Ooh, should I talk to him? I'm gonna save in case this starts something.
Pray tell, what compels you to disturb the Prince of Aedirn,
Oh,
Witcher?
you pompous
I have a
ass.
few questions.
And you believe I should answer them instead of setting my dogs on you?
I think your Royal Highness has enough foes. Here, abroad, in Vengerberg.
The intricacies of succession are not something I wish to discuss with an itinerant monster slayer.
Oh, he's pissed. You know why he's pissed? Because his plan to poison her is possibly gonna fail. We might save her. I need royal blood. Succession is the topic of choice about it, blah, blah, blah. I'm dealing with the curse. I need to know about what happened 3 years ago. I need to know blah, 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 blah. Let's start with this one. I'm gonna beat around the bush, obviously, because this has, brownish writing. So we're gonna do all 3 of these first.
I'm trying to figure out where this fog came from. What exactly happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt's mages committed mass murder. A dark day for the knighthood and all people of honor. But it was honor that allowed us
See you,
to
Khmer.
survive.
It's been fun.
There was no defeat, no victory. Honor stood against wickedness, virtue against black magic.
You took part in that battle?
My father stayed in the capital. He was to defend Vengerberg. I took to the field. I wanted to stop Henselt before he crossed the Pontar, but I was too late. So I decided to await him at Vergen. Henselt's army was exhausted. We would have triumphed if not for that heinous act. Henselt had mages with him, and they cast a treacherous spell on the entire battlefield. A fiery rain fell from the heavens. Destructive, murderous embers which brought the battle to an end. I gathered the few survivors and withdrew deep into the country. The soldiers were terrified, but Henselt showed no desire to pursue.
Only a master mage could have cast such a powerful spell, and I suspect he could not have accomplished it alone.
I remember Sabrina Glevesig.
Oh.
Through the flames, I saw her observing the carnage from her mount, dressed in a hunting suit. Straight-backed, dispassionate.
Sabrina. If I remember correctly, she's Henselt's advisor.
Was. Henselt condemned her to death for casting that spell. The Kedwenis roasted in their armor, just the same way the Aedirnians did. You know what struck me when all hell broke loose? What I found astonishing and even amusing? Going into battle, we sang our Aedirnian songs. They intoned their Kedweni hymns to Creve. But when fire descended from the sky, our cries of pain were no different. We all wailed as humans.
Well, that's
For
profound.
an instant, the magnitude of the tragedy brought together our 2 warring nations.
I still have no idea where the spectral fog came from.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
I didn't expect you to know, but that's very interesting. We now know this battle that was referred to in one of my journal entries, where apparently Sabrina cast a spell that caused so much mayhem and destruction that they put her to death. And this is the battle that all of these wraiths are reliving, that have been brought back from. Yeah, so I'm sure Sabrina is connected to this somehow, although she's dead, so she can't help us with that. And the other thing, too, we talked about how, that common tragedy bringing people together. Yeah, this is something that's very apparent with humanity, that a common enemy or common tragedy or shared trauma is something that brings people together despite any other differences. In fact, I kind of like the idea that, with UFOs and everything and artificial UFOs from the government, that they're eventually going to, stage an alien invasion or hint at an alien invasion to try and bring the world together. I think that could be cool, even if it is just a facade. Hey, maybe even a real alien invasion would be terrifying, and I don't want that to happen, but a false flag alien invasion, that could be good. At least, it would make things a bit more interesting, that's for sure. And yeah, why can't we all just get along? We're all human beings. It's almost like it's human nature to have an enemy. There has to be a bad guy. There has to be an enemy. It's got to be Jews or whatever. Well, I don't see it that way at all. I'm totally fine without having any bad guys, and we can all just be friends. And I'm sure many of you feel the same way. So why is it that across the world, everyone seems to have an enemy? I mean, just look at the political climate in our country, and all of the animosity towards immigrants. It's just, picking an enemy for enemy's sake to try and band everyone else together. And, when you look at it that way, that's not such a good thing. But a completely made-up enemy that bands all of humanity together, hey, that actually sounds like a kind of good lie. A lie that could bring some good things. I would be okay with it. I need to know what's happening in politics, unfortunately. Speaking of politics, let's get back to The Witcher.
You might be surprised, Prince, but I have more political experience than I'd like.
The famous Geralt of Rivia. Invited to the table by Calanth, Foltest's little favourite. I've heard you've even parleyed with the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Think I'm impressed?
I have.
Calanth is dead. Meve curses your name when she hears it. Foltest was murdered before your very eyes, and the Emperor, as I heard it, he thought you insignificant.
He thinks everything
Are you going
insignificant.
somewhere with this?
Indeed. You should know that a king sometimes needs a hired thug to take care of dirtier deeds. If the thug is naive enough, instead of reaching into his purse, the king buys him with virtuous words, the flash of his rings, pledges of friendship. And when, having done his deed, the thug departs, swaggering proudly like a peacock, the king discreetly giggles.
Oh, I
Truly,
hate his
never
tone
thought
so
it would be
much.
so pitiful.
He's got so much bite in his words. Hang on.
Get out.
We're not done. Oh, what the hell? Are you kidding me? We don't even get to ask him about the blood? Alright, what if I, like, leave and come back inside? Let's try this.
Get out.
Aw, damn it. Well, that sucks. Maybe we can come back tomorrow and it'll be fine. Ah, what a bummer. I hope I didn't miss anything there. Let me get a save in here. I just realized if I saved more frequently, I could have just reloaded my save outside the gate. But I'm not, am I? I'm not saving frequently. I really should be. Have I been in here? It's hard to tell. Okay, this is the prison, so I'm familiar with this area. We're almost at the end. No, not down there. I'm thinking it's this way. Alright, what's going on over here?
People of Vergen, we have a magical mist full of ghosts just outside our walls, so you'd better think twice before entering it. The mist, may the plague take it, threatens all manner of creatures, so anyone headed to the quarries or walking through the gullies should take exceptional heed. The squirrels that have made camp by the burnt huts are not our enemies, so says Saskia. So it is. Master Geralt of Rivia and Sorceress Philippa Eilhart will deal with the mist and the wraiths. And now, open the gates and get to work.
Whoa. Oh, wow, so this is what Career was talking about. Ooh, okay, so let's not go through there just yet. I want to make sure I explore this entire, like, side area first. As much as I can, anyway. And let's...
I must talk to you, Witcher.
Hey, this is the guy in the journal, the elf. He's one of Yorvet's, like, really close, high-level officers.
What's going on?
I'm Elias, of Yorvet's command.
Yeah, that was the name.
I have an urgent matter.
Tell me.
Men from Vergen have been disappearing for some time. We recently found some of their corpses, so it doesn't seem to be desertion.
Okay, so we read about this on the notice board.
I need to see the corpses.
They're all buried.
Where?
Beneath a mound in the forest behind Vergen, but you shouldn't go there.
Why not?
Desecrating graves is a serious offense. The families of the dead will be furious.
What state were the bodies in?
They looked gruesome. Nothing an elf would have done, nor a human.
Okay, probably a monster then.
Where did you find the bodies?
In different places, mainly in the burned village near the ravine that leads to the town.
Only men among the victims?
Young men, humans and elves.
I don't work for free.
You'll get your reward. Do well, and I may give you something more than coin.
I wonder what
We're
do well
losing
means.
good men.
I wonder if that means if I do
see
it
what I
fast
can
enough, he'll give me something extra. Go to the burned village or examine the corpses in the catacombs beyond Vergen. Oh, if we examine the corpses, that's gonna make people pretty mad. Let me take a look at this quest, actually. With Flickering Heart. And now let me tell you how I solved the crime in Vergen with a bit of help from Geralt. Oh, Dandelion's gonna be involved, huh? He started the whole thing by talking to the elf Elias. Elias thought he would need a witcher, but had no idea that a poet would prove to be the key to the case. Young men, both elves and humans, were being murdered in Vergen. The elves said their bodies were being found near a burned village located at the mouth of the gully leading to Vergen, and subsequently being interred in catacombs beyond the town. Sorry, I messed up that sentence. Geralt took it all in and began to wonder if he should go to the crime scene or to the burial site. Why not both? That's what I say. Alright.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
How is my equip burden? Not bad. I'm gonna finish searching the inn. I got interrupted last time by my desire to not go this way.
You won't trick me into buying you around.
So is this where my room is gonna be? No, through the door, Geralt. Yeah, it looks like it. Come on, zap the medallion. There we go. Store or collect items. Oh, here's my storage. Look at that. Alright then. Let's go to crafting and store everything, I think. Yep, just put everything away. For now. While I'm still trying to figure out what to do in the town. And then the rest of this stuff I'll hang on to. What's this do? Damage bonus on signs +5, huh? That's cool. Alright. All set. Alright. What about the rest of these rooms? Are they all... Oh, wrong door. Back the other way, Geralt. No, I'm stuck in the door! It's so funny when that happens. Alright, are these all going to have a chest that I can store things in? Oh, this has nothing in it. Nothing. Well, that's where my room is, I guess. What about in here? Nothing. Okay, inn is explored. We're all done. Right, it's called the Cauldron. I forgot about that.
You fighting on?
Oh, yeah, not now. Hey, Dandelion, and, Zoltan. Who else is here?
Geralt, sit down. We haven't yet celebrated your raid into the mist. Ah, sorry. Where are my manners? Sheldon Skaggs, veteran of the battles of Sodden and Brenna.
And all inns along the way.
You've already met Vergen's elder?
Greetings.
Gentlemen,
Cecil,
not sure about you, but my throat's parched from all these greetings.
Funny. Those were the first words out of your mouth.
Master Dandelion's right. Around for everyone! On me!
I like you already. I need to find an immortal first. No, let's drink, it's
I'll
fine.
gladly wash the road's dust from my throat, especially in such good company.
Too bad Caleb Stratton's not here. May he rest in peace.
A worthy dwarf he was. Here's to him.
Sheldon, you're lagging behind.
I've got a little screw coming tonight.
More reason to drink makes you more vigorous.
My prick withers like an old crone's tits if I drink.
What?
Tie a carrot to it.
So, what brings you here, Geralt?
Dwarves are nuts. They're great. I found my people. Alright, looking for immortals. Why are you fighting for Saskia? Yeah, let's beat around the bush again. I like doing that. Heard of the Dun Banner and it's standard. Let's just ask him.
Dwarves fighting for Saskia?
If I had a knack for business, I'd be sitting on my arse in my own inn, not giving a shit for this war. But what's my trade? Axe swinging. That's what. And if I could get killed, I'd rather know what I'm risking my neck for.
The woman's cuckoo. Ready to spit in the Emperor's face even. But I have to admit, she knows all about warcraft. And damn it, she's right. Free Vergen. No matter if you're a dwarf, man, or mangy elf.
Do you hear him, Zigrin? Down on the elves already. But I bet he wouldn't sniff at 30 additional archers in battle.
You know, I thought of something I wanted to say, and then I forgot it immediately. Hate it when that happens.
Ever heard of a unit called the Dun Banner? Apparently they left their standard behind during the last war. I need to find it if I'm to lift the curse.
Aye. The standard lies in a crypt with those of the unit who perished here.
Where's this crypt?
Not the easiest place to find. Turn right past the market and look for a passage carved right through the rocks. That'll lead you to a valley filled with tombs and crypts.
To the fallen!
Have you ever heard of a plant called the Dwarven Immortelle?
Have we? The pigs have tight arses.
To
Ew.
tell the truth, I've no
Disgusting.
idea, Skags.
It's just a saying.
You're the only one using it.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Immortelle. It appears most often near anthracite and aluminosilicate deposits.
Philippa needs it to heal Saskia.
A rare curio, but there's a mine nearby, and who knows? You might find it deep underground.
Okay.
Is the mine far?
Not at all. It's in Verger itself, in the town's upper quarter.
You're eager for this expedition, but nobody told the Witcher that their mine's closed.
Ah, that's fine.
Closed, that's true. But it's long overdue a cleaning. Weed out all the underground shit.
And monsters, probably.
Not a month ago, miners started disappearing. Must have tapped the wrong vein and woken some scum from the deep. We wanted to send a crew of stout fellows in, but Saskia said she needs all the soldiers she can find up top and ready to defend the town. We closed the shaft, fearing the filth would emerge and overrun us all.
Looks like we arrived just in time, eh, Geralt?
So it seems. Let's go.
What, now?
Right on.
Not now.
With this crew, we needn't fear any monster. How about you, Sheldon? You coming with us, or staying around to get your fuck?
I know a chance that this won't come around in a hurry. Fucking can wait. I'm with you.
Let's meet at the mine's entrance.
Oh, good. We're gonna meet there. I don't want to do this quest just yet. Alright, see you guys. See you there. Bye-bye. Alright, don't wait up.
Good thing you're here, Geralt. A rhyme for wonder?
I'm no poet.
I know, but you have good ideas sometimes.
Yonder?
Good!
Writing a sonnet for your new muse?
Better than that. I'm composing an anthem for Vergen. Want to hear the first version?
No.
Listen. May those who
He's
dream
gonna
of
tell me anyway.
freedom arise, seeing the sight of liberty with their eyes. Let us go together, become our brother. The choice is yours, you know there's no other.
Yeah.
How far shall we venture in this great wonder? Elf, dwarf, and human set forth together yonder.
It's not bad.
Like it?
There was one part I didn't like.
Kind of.
All right then, tell me what you discovered.
Ooh, lots of things to talk about apparently. Seem pretty devoted to the blah blah blah. Starting to do DC. Remember something? Journey wondering.
My memory's coming back. It's just bits and pieces so far, but I can feel them coming together, forming a whole.
What have you remembered?
The voyage, an endless trek south. I was following Yennefer in the Wild Hunt. I had no idea how long. It got cold. Only old people were left in the villages I passed through, but they all refused to tell me what had happened to the young, to their children.
Ooh, probably
I
taken by the Wild
finally
Hunt.
pressed a man for information. He blamed it on wolf packs, on an outburst of drowners and rot fiends. No one mentioned the Wild Hunt.
Did you catch up to the hunt?
I don't know.
Got anything you can follow?
I'm looking. You once mentioned some elven poems about the hunt.
I believe I said they could exist, and they'd be old. I don't know any, but look around. You're pretty good at finding things.
You're a good friend, Dandelion. He's growing on me more in this game than he did in the last one.
One thing's for sure. Letho's not on this side of the fog.
If you wanted to pursue the assassin, you should have gone to Henselt's camp with Roach.
Oh, shoot.
Just because I went after Triss doesn't mean I've forgotten about Letho.
Why do you care so much? It's not your coop or your chickens.
Letho knows a lot about me. There are certain things that probably only he can explain.
I'm not so sure you want to know them.
We'll see.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head.
Yep, that's how I feel. I'm not sure, but odds are we're probably going to end up killing him, if I had to guess.
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss, Yennefer, that's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no
You're one
idea
to
if
talk.
Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have 2 women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I believe I'll find Triss, alive.
And Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
Yeah, I bet seeing Yennefer is going to make his memory come back in a snap.
Yorvith seems to have changed.
Everyone changes here. Except you, of course.
I'm not sure I like changes of that kind. I find them hard to believe.
You're an idiot. Saskia's giving Yorvith a chance. If he uses it well, he'll finally be able to emerge from that hole in the ground he's been living in for years. That's the least of it. If he plays his cards right, he can win everyone's respect. People only remember what they want to remember.
I suppose you're right. The Free State in the Pontar Valley could turn Yorvith from a brigand into a knight.
Which is why it's useless to wonder why he's changed. I wouldn't trust him with my child. But who knows what he'll become?
Is it my imagination, or have you become a propaganda mouthpiece for the court?
You know what I really like about this place? There is no court. People are with Saskia because they want to be, not because they have to or should be.
You have a tendency to go from one extreme to the other.
And you have a tendency to shit on every ideal, even the most noble.
I try to take an objective view of the world.
Yet you've joined us. You have, haven't you?
I'm on Vergen's side, at this time.
Don't want to commit, eh? Well, Vergen isn't some whore you can just screw and forget.
Jeez, Dandelion.
You're right. Once you're on a teetering bridge, you might as well cross it.
Finally, spoken like a man. Oh, sorry, that was racist. Wise words, Witcher.
What do you mean it was racist? I don't know. This second chapter especially, the game's really cracking me up. This is great. Alright. It's about time to end the episode. Let me just catch up really quick on the journal, if there is anything to catch up on. After ending his conversation with Shilard, Geralt experienced the vision of a journey, a trek across the world in pursuit of the wild hunt. Yet the hunt remained elusive all the while. The Witcher felt the bitterness of disappointment and defeat, but also staunch determination. He now realized just how much he'd invested in the search for the woman abducted by the Isle of Avallac'h. I don't think we've had this vision they're talking about, and I don't remember who Shilard is. I think that I'm doing things out of order in this chapter, if I had to guess. Somehow, I am doing things out of order. Let me pop out here. And then we'll take a look at the rest of my... Oh, it's raining. The rest of my log. The mines of Vergen. They said plants unseen anywhere on the surface grew in these mines, among others, the one needed for Saskia's cure. I might be able to find some good alchemy stuff in there, too. Alright, anything new for these guys? Irso. Shit, stench, and rats are inherent elements of every larger population center. Unable to dispose of the first two, the authorities of Vergen were trying to deal with the latter. Urso was a rat catcher they had hired, but it was worth noting that some of the traps he was selling were large enough to catch a wolf. A highly talented individual, the man known as Urso had dabbled in many professions. From his times as a rat catcher in Vergen, he still had a wide selection of traps among his wares. They were, in his words, for rodents, among others. And then Kalton. Revolutionaries breed monsters, and Kalton was one beyond all doubt, embodying the most primitive peasant desires, frustrations, and fears. He was not bound by moral chains. Such people can commit acts most foul, and the list of this once simple farmer's atrocities was long indeed. I don't think I've met this person yet. Something new about Yorvith. When Yorvith chose to fight for a free Pontar Valley, when he swore an oath of allegiance to Saskia, he stood alongside the humans defending Vergen. Few trusted this sudden shift in his uncompromising enemy of the Dwan, an elf responsible for more than one raised village, and the tears of more than one mother over a slain son. The Squirrel Commander had Saskia's full confidence, however, and that put an end to all discussion. Let me get this thing down here. Here we go. Zoltan went with us to Vergen, and with enthusiasm worthy of his military... Oh wait, we read that. Given an occasion to heave an axe in good company, Zoltan grabbed it faster than I can unlace a woman's corset, which is pretty fast, provided I'm sober. He followed Geralt without hesitation and proved his worth, showing that there's more to him than just a loud mouth. Philippa Eilhart. It was Philippa who gave the Witcher the list of the ingredients for the antidote for the poison plaguing Saskia. The knowledge of recipes, ingredients, and their specific properties is always extremely helpful in learning magical arcana, and few could equal Eilhart in that regard. And then here is Sheldon Skaggs. Okay. So apparently this vision I got during the conversation with this guy, but it didn't show me like it did in the earlier parts of the game. I met the dwarf Sheldon Skaggs for the first time, if I remember correctly, a few years back under the ancient oak of Blueberris, where I treated the local Count Palatine, and the public gathered in great numbers to hear my performance. Skaggs is a mighty warrior, straightforward like all his folk, plain of word, yet at the same time sensitive about his race, and especially the honor of dwarven women. As a veteran of Sodden... Wait, maybe there are no dwarven women. I've never seen one, have you? As a veteran of Sodden and Brenna, where he fought as an officer of the Mahakman Volunteer Detachment, he appreciates songs of military and heroic deeds. He does not hesitate to express his appreciation through material means, thus disproving those who would portray all dwarves as misers and sensitive to true art. That's nice. How nice. Alright, and we got nothing else. Alright guys, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm gonna have to end the episode here. Although, to finish it off, I guess I should pop into my... Oh, I'll do that at the beginning of the next episode. Yeah, we'll level up then. So, I'll see you guys later.